Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how are you today? Before we get started, if you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, please do so. All the information you're going to need is in the description box below, along with my email address and Trish's email address, so you can get a hold of us at any time, even if you just want to talk, okay? So, grab your coffee, maybe some chocolate cake, huh? Because you just never know with me what's going to come out of my mouth or what's going on in the world today. And believe me, there's a lot going on. And I have my full body armor of God on today because, baby, we're going to need it, okay? So the first thing that needs to be said is this. And when this subscriber got a hold of me, I value everyone's privacy. I really do, okay? She asked me to keep her private, her identity private, and of course I always will, always will, okay? She said this is the message I got this morning. Highest soybeans price we have ever received is $18.50 a bushel. This morning they are paying $20.01 for April delivery. Oats have tripled in the last calendar year. My response, ouch, someone is hungry. I know I'm preaching to the choir when I say stock the hell up on food and fuel, but please stock up. Down in Florida, you should be okay weather-wise to get around. We are. With the exception of hurricane season, because our gas prices go up much higher, okay, especially during hurricane season, which starts when? June 1st, okay? So our friends and family in the northeast coast need to travel with caution still. Absolutely. With how fast the price has shot up in the last few days, we know the market is still very bullish and is expected to go up, thus making us want to wait before selling the last of our grain from last year. Approximately 4,000 bushels are left in the grain bin. This is the first year in a long time we didn't always have 3 years worth of grain stored. 2021 had a lot of farmers sell their grain reserves. Price went up and up. Inflation hurts everyone, not just the city folk. And in this second surprise, fertilizer plant fire, and we are right screwed. Countries like the Big C, you know what I'm referring to, right on, prep for national famine, which a lot of us here in the prepper community, we prep for, okay? Have you ever heard, and I'm going to say it again, the 7-year famine? I suggest you start prepping even more, okay? As well as the Big W. You know what I'm talking about, right on? But shh, we can't talk about that part, can we? Nay. So Canada stopped prepping for the nation years ago. Sorry for being a wee bit doom and gloom there. Take care and stay safe. Listen, sometimes that doom and gloom news that you got to tell me is some of the most important news I got to get out there. Because sometimes a lot of us need that kick in the hiney in order to get things going. Okay? So thank you for that update. All right? From a farmer. Okay? Sometimes we need that kick in the hiney. All right? So, with this, these are pictures that were sent from a subscriber. Okay? She said these were on sale at Michael's, you know, the craft store, Michael's, for your seed separation. You remember how Cupcake Girl, she did her seed separation with those containers, the picture containers, okay? They're on sale until February 5th. By the way, the Michael's in Clearwater, which is not too far from me, 45 minutes away from me. Just wow, lots of empty space, Christmas stuff, 75% off. And I kind of got told no filming. I told them I was taking it for a friend. Are you serious? No filming? What? Ooh. Oh, the lines at Costco. And these two are the gasoline lines at Costco, 1:30 and 2 o'clock p.m. First one was around the bend and continued into the parking lot. Oh my God. I've seen these kinds of lines at Sam's Club when I go get gas. Lord. All right, here you go. Okay, so this email was sent to me by my favorite gal pal in the UK, which, by the way, people have been saying, you should get your own channel. Okay, so just a little heads up for you there, lady. So she says that she was looking at some news articles to do with the global food shortages, and this article popped up in the search results from morganstanley.com. It has a podcast entitled Your Pet Supply Chain Woes and runs for about 22 minutes. So that link will be in the description box below. Okay, you guys know always to go to the description box to find really great links and stuff like that. Okay, so she said, I haven't listened to the podcast, but instead read what was further down the webpage. The host, Sonari Glinton, finds out why some pet owners have struggled to find canned food during the pandemic. Oh, so this should be interesting because that is the one thing that a lot of us just can't find, especially when it comes to cat food. What's in the pet food to begin with, and why competition for key ingredients may be forcing that to change. But it was the last little paragraph that got my attention. Dana Brooks, who is the president of the Pet Food Institute, explains the supply chain challenges pet food makers are facing. And Rochelle Cantet of Entoma Pet Food outlines why listen to this, insect protein may be the ideal pet food for the future. Just putting it out there. So I, like most people, have always assumed that cats and dogs and their relatives in the wild are all carnivores. And I then found some interesting information. Cats are obligate carnivores, meaning that they need to eat meat in order to survive. Feeding a cat plant-based diet is a lot like feeding a cow a meat-based diet. Their digestive system isn't geared to handle it, and they will not thrive on it, whereas a close look at the anatomy and the behavior and feeding preferences of dogs show that they are actually omnivorous. So that's interesting, is it not? And able to eat and remain healthy with both animal and plant-based foodstuffs. Then I saw a few articles on vegan pet foods and plant-based pet foods, and apparently there are a number of these types of pet foods available in the UK, and this seems to be a growing market. Cats need meat and meat protein and won't thrive on the plant-based protein and vegan foods. What part of a carnivore or carnivorous and meat eater do these pea-brained companies not understand? They're on their own planet. They really are. And then I found out that insect protein is very similar to meat protein. So it's similar, but it's not the same, is it? All of this information is easily found on Google or whatever search engine you use. So not only do they want the human, okay, population in the world eating insect protein, they want our pets eating it now too. Well, we'd better make sure we have dandelions and plenty of growing in the garden and a whole neighborhood too. We also need to make sure we're out with a net and jars to catch as many insects as we can, because our pets will also be joining us at the dinner table for a bowl of, oh Lord, for a bowl of worm and dandelion soup. Lovely. How long before they come out and tell us we should also eat some soil for extra vitamins? Oh boy, I so can't wait to eat these delicious treats. Soil and worm sandwiches, anyone? Or how about squash butterfly on a cracker? Until next time, take care and much love. You're a wise ass. I can't with her sometimes. I really can't. So then this was sent to me. Oh, wow. Guys, stop. All right. This picture, it says, just to be clear. Darn it. Hang on. Sorry about that. That was my brother-in-law. So anyway, it says, just to be clear, Potato allowed 1.2 million illegals to cross our border, but won't allow truckers to cross our border. Stop. You guys are terrible. Look. So these pictures were sent to me by a subscriber, and she said these pictures were posted on a local Facebook page for our Walmart. And I wanted you to see the pictures from someone other than myself. Everyone is finally catching on. It's here. So, oh, okay, ribeye steak. There's only like 2 left. What? Chicken tortillas. Oh, the soup section. Wow. Okay, we're on produce now. Okay, oh, the only thing left is some grapes. Meats. Okay, chickens. Okay, the fruits, like the kids' fruit snacks. Pastas. More empty, like in the freezer, not the freezer section, but the meat section. What is that? Like where the chicken nuggets would be. Okay. This is, okay, where the canned cat food is. All right, here, look. And then there's going to be another link in the description box below. And this subscriber, she is swearing off Hershey now. And I don't know if you guys heard about this, okay? But they are firing everybody that doesn't have this, okay? So if we're swearing off Hershey, we're swearing off Hershey, okay? That's going to be a lot. That's going to hit a lot of our chocolate stash. I hope you're ready. All right, so that link is going to be in the description box below. I mean, what do we got left? Godiva? Hershey doesn't make Godiva, do they? I hope not. because I got Godiva too. So this link will be in the description box below, okay? And in the subject line, when I saw this, I'm like, it says criminals targeting customers at East St. Paul Bank. So now what are they doing? I didn't watch the video, and I'm like, hang on. You know what? Let me watch it, and then I'll come back and let you know. Hang on. Okay, so what's going on is these people, they are targeting customers, bank customers that are going to the ATM, and they're being shot. One woman, it happened at a Wells Fargo. It happened at this St. Paul. So this is at East St. Paul. So it happened at the Wells Fargo. And she got shot in the chest. And then it happened to other people as well. They're getting shot while at the ATM. They have people, this guy on camera, but they don't know who he is. They can't identify him. Okay, so that link will be in the description box below. So just be vigilant, okay? Head on a swivel. As always, you know this, okay? Whoa. My God. So, anyway, these pictures were sent in, and she said, so my Army veteran boyfriend and I got up at the crack of stupid yesterday to get a few things before the panic buying started, you know, with the ice storm and the snowstorm. I won't go out shopping alone anymore, so he happily came out with me for my Olympic event, as he calls it. Shopping run. So we had to go 40 miles away to a Lowe's to get a filter for the propane heater for a neighbor who's also an Army veteran, okay, in case of a loss of power because they have small kids. And she said, I got the last of the 3 propane heaters. They had the filter. I showed up for the one that needed it. They had no space heaters of any kind, electric or kerosene, propane, nothing, but 2 1-gallon bottles of kerosene heater fuel. And the few things I grabbed, one for my other neighbor, another Army veteran from Vietnam, and 2 family members that had asked if I could find them to get them. So I know I managed to get 4 households set up in case of power outages. That's really awesome, honey. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. I don't need any of the heaters because I have a wood-burning stove and my mother bought when I was a kid. I took the old family home when my dad remarried a few years ago after my mother passed. I didn't get any pictures at Lowe's due to an employee asking me to. What is it with the employees now saying don't take any pictures? Do they know me or something? Do they say, oh, we know ABG? He distantly followed us around the store. So we just grabbed a few things and left. Ew. Are you serious? He followed you around the store? I would have been like, personal space, jackass. My boyfriend made a comment that they seemed stocked, and I told him, no, look, why is there racks of totes in random aisles to hide the gaps? Cleaning supplies, paint, tools, lights full of totes. Never had anything like that at Lowe's before, but we hit my local Meijer up north of Dayton, Ohio, and I was able to get a few pictures without people in it. But when I got to the meat, my phone died. The meat was a limit of 2 of any item, but here's the ones I managed to get. Stay safe. Yeah, what is it with the potatoes in the frozen section? Anybody? Produce? What is that? Oh, okay, chicken strip. Chicken strips in the frozen section. There's 2 bags left. Look. Okay, so look at this. Because you know how I'm like, about cake and ice cream and everything. So I got this email, and in the subject line it says ice cream really big, and I'm like, what? So she said, I bought ice cream from Save-A-Lot last week, and we just finished the carton when I decided to look at the food label. Oh. At the bottom it says, contains a bioengineered food ingredient. What the flip? I gave this to my kid. I guess from here on out, I will be looking at the label before purchasing processed foods. It does give me incentive to learn how to make food from scratch. Have a great day. Sean, my husband, had said maybe we should get an ice cream maker. So that's going to be our next purchase. But they're going to make it impossible for us to read labels because everything's going to be QR code. So if you don't have an Android or an Apple phone that can scan QR codes, guess what? You're not going to be able to know what's actually in your food. So that's just a heads up. But I had discussed this 2-3 weeks ago, I think. So, but I'm going to show you the picture that she sent me. But yeah, so just keep that in the back of your mind too. Hang on, here, look. So here's something for you too. Minneapolis, okay, and the city of St. Paul, Minnesota, are issuing a pilot program. Listen to this. Basic income. Money for project coming from a federal grant. Trish and I started talking about this over a year ago. So my subscriber sent me a picture of her TV screen. Oh, that poor newscaster. She's going to be pissy when she sees that I have this because it does not look good on her. So here's the picture so you can see what she's talking about here. Okay, so this email was sent to me. Okay, she said, I was talking to a grocery store order filler at Walmart in Central Arkansas and was told that the store finally had pasta, was out of 3 weeks. Still low on cookies, crackers, and fries, tots, but eggs seemed okay. Said he was filling an order and noticed the pasta was in. He was going to be calling his wife on break to come and get some. I was listening to you yesterday. Hey, heck, I think it was you. Sorry if it wasn't. Talking about a new variant that might be coming in the next few weeks. Yes. From Africa, regarding more bats. Yes, that was me. Something about 33% mortality rate. Yes. If that ain't annoying, geez Louise, I'm thinking of graduating from chocolate to stave off stress with 2 ginormous cinnamon rolls. That sounds really good right about now. I'm just trying to continue doing what I'm doing now, purchasing what I can and taking care of Mom the best way I can. Pray for all of us and drink my coffee. Yeah. I listen, I get it. We're all feeling it. Every single one of us, we're all feeling it. So then this email was sent to me. She said, I just wanted to pass this info along to you. I have a family member who works in a large Walmart distribution center in Texas. For the past 2 weeks, the number of trucks coming through have been half or 1/3 the normal number. It's only going to get worse. Thanks for what you do. I love your channel. Why I love you. Thank you for this information. When you guys send me information like this, I, of course, get it out there as fast as I can. My God. So This email was sent to me. She said, I wanted to reiterate an important point that you have made on more than one occasion. It's a huge point and an important one, and it concerns product shortages. It appears that although we might be seeing hit and miss shortages now, and although we are noticing inflation of available products now, that we might be nearing a total lack of items on the shelves in the near future. Yeah. I've said it. I don't know how many times I've said it. Anyway, I'll go on. She said, having less doesn't scare me. Having none does scare me. So I asked myself seriously, perhaps it might be a good time to consider buying more of those number 10 cans of food. I actually sat down and considered this based on the constraints of my very limited budget. Listen, a lot of us are on a very limited budget, okay? It's not just you, okay? We have families, we have bills, we have, we live paycheck to paycheck. It's all of us. It's all of us, even me. I took on something that I never thought I would take on. Raising somebody else's kids. Okay? This is not easy. But guess what? Because of who me and Sean are, and because of how we are, all right? Doesn't matter. It's going to hit every single one of us. All right? So, I am now buying more number 10 cans if they are on sale. My motivation is the 25-year shelf life. Yes. Mm-hmm. Specifically, I am noticing the seriousness of the following 3 things. Possible invasion of the big R into the big U. Okay. Possible invasion of the big C into Taiwan, while big R is distracting everyone from their big U activities. Shiny object. Okay. Government strategies here in the U.S. that were developed in an attempt to create a sense of uncertainty and to distract folks away from domestic issues. I'm referring to your shiny object metaphor. Thank you. Okay, potato is the biggest shiny object we've got. Okay. So Steve from Popular Preparedness, yeah, he's good. Recently did a video on prepping food for 6 months for $250. The video was aimed at people who were hesitating about prepping. Yeah. There is a way to prep on a budget. There really, truly is. Okay? I mean, it can be hard, because you're going to be like, well, how much pasta could I possibly eat? Listen, if that box of pasta is going to save you and your family of 4 from starving, guess what? You're going to stock up on that pasta. You're going to stock up on that white rice. You're going to stock up on those dry beans. And you're going to learn how to cook it, aren't you? So, bland as it may be, guess what? Spices are a beautiful thing. So are gravy mixes for, for however much they are. 35 cents, 45 cents. Do it. Do it and be done. Get over it. Because guess what? It's food in your belly. It's food in your kid's belly. So, a person who sets up a PayPal account can get a $20 incentive and then will have 6 months interest-free to pay off the purchase. I decided to start doing this budget to budget my prepper purchases. This will allow me to schedule my payments to fit my paycheck schedule interest-free. Last but not least, I saw a prepper comment that was really inventive. The person commented that they have been using their number 10 cans to create prepper shelving. Yeah. Because what you do is you take the planks of wood and you just build up from there. Okay. What a creative idea. Yeah, I've actually seen, someone had sent me pictures. They took planks of wood and they stacked up their library books that they've been, well, not the library books, but books that they have purchased, and they made shelving units out of that, and then their canned goods, to make it even more stable. So there are ways of doing this. You just have to literally get your mind going, you know. She said, I'm going to copy that idea because I have practically zero space in my house to store preps. Yeah, exactly. And I have said, I don't know how many times, it doesn't matter where you live, what kind of an abode you have. I live in a house. Guess what? I have no room. I don't have a basement. I'm not going to put anything up in my attic. I live in Florida. On a good day in summer, it's 115 degrees outside with humidity at like 150%. You know what I mean? Nothing goes up in that attic. Nothing. So, you know, it's like I had to put my pantry in the cat room. And, you know, my son, he bought a house. And when he comes back from field training on Sunday, he's moving into his new house. But guess what? Sean and I had to take in kids that are not ours. They're our niece and nephews, and they're moving in with us. So guess what? They're going to be in Andrew's room. So I can't move my pantry into my son's old room. But we adapt, and we change, and we take care of our own. Okay? It's life. And we amp up our preps to take care of our family. All right? So, she said, thanks for letting me ramble. Oh, listen. You guys can email me at any time. If you need to rant just to get something off your chest, go ahead. I'm here. All right? I'll read it. And if I have, you know, any advice to give you, I'll give it. I will. All right, don't worry. So she did send 3 pictures. Okay. Okay, this is of the Augustin Farms. So what I'll do. Oh no, sorry, Emergency Essentials. It's not Augustin Farms. If I can find the links, I'll put them in the description box. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here's the pictures. Okay, so this email was sent to me. She said, recently I've received several emails from our water company suggesting possible weather-related issues that could affect our area's water supply, which is District Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. It's a good reminder to stock up water. Yeah, no kidding. So here is a picture of the of one of the emails that she got. There you go. Okay, so these pictures were sent to me, and this is very, very interesting. He said, I'm emptying out my wallet of all the cash to separate it to start a new month. And I thought of you and Trish. I haven't been a subscriber for very long, but once I found you, I've been enjoying watching and learning some different things. But back to the cash, I was taught to look close at all coins, and I found a couple of Mercury dimes before. Now looking at these quarters, they changed for this year. Washington is facing the opposite direction, and the tail on his hair is also different. I was wondering if you and Trish have seen these, and I responded to him and I said, no, I never noticed this. So take a look at these coins. So someone else is stocking their seeds in these picture containers, and it's awesome. She said, I've been doing it for 2 years now, and I have 5 containers full. That's awesome. Okay, so I got this email. She said, things are getting hectic at the store. This is the Smart Shopper store. It's a grocery store down in Tampa. She said, as I take pallets from the back, people are waiting for me. They are taking cases at a time. Some of our regulars pulled me aside and thanked me for helping with information. They watch your show now today. They brought me a gift. My eyes teared up. They work at a coffee company and brought me 12 different flavored 1-pound packets of coffee. Oh my goodness. They bring their friends and we walk the store and get our preps. People are hungry for the truth. Everything I learn, I pass it along. God bless you, and Trish, for everything you do. Well, God bless you, baby. I love you. I love you. And thank you for bringing her a gift of coffee. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. So before I go, this email was sent to me and I was told to read it in its entirety. So that's what I will do. She said, with everything that's going on and the talk about war possibly starting on February 20th. And I just heard that the big R is jamming Israel's GPS signals, so we could end up with wars on several fronts soon. How many of us have thought about what would happen if we get hit by an EMP or even a CME, which is a coronal mass ejection from the sun that would disable everything? What would we do if we're out somewhere at work, picking the kids up from school on the way home from work? Or how do we get home to our family or them to us? For those of us that get our water from a well, they run off of an electric pump. I have an electric pump and recently had solar connected to it, but I didn't realize until recently that an EMP would disable my solar pump because of the electrical box that controls it. It has wires and the electrical box. How will I get water? What about our homes? If an EMP hits, it will fry all of the wiring in our home. Right. Even if it takes a few years to get the grid back up, how will we be able to get our homes rewired when no one has produced anything, or how much will the inflated price be? I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that inflated price. I really don't. So all of this got me thinking and checking on things. I found a company that sells EMP shields. No kidding. That will protect vehicles so you can get home to your family. They have devices that will protect you well so you can have clean water, and they're models that will protect the wiring in your home so that when the power grid is back up, so your electricity, and you don't have to replace all the wiring. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I know that if I'm out somewhere and an EMP hits, all I want to do is get home. I want to know that my family is safe. I want to know my animals are safe. Once I know everyone is okay, I don't care about being able to get anywhere else. No, that's for damn sure truth. I do care that I'll be able to get clean water after I'm home, though. So I bought an EMP shield for my truck. So I'll be able to get back home, and next I'll be buying one for my well. So I'll be able to get my water. I talked to the company EMP Shield, and they gave me a discount code to share with everyone. Oh, no kidding. Oh, that's awesome. $50 off the cost, so others will be protected too. These are being used on military and other government vehicles to protect them. They also protect from lightning strikes. Ooh, and I live in the lightning capital of the world, Florida, yeah. And you can get them for RVs as well. An EMP has 3 phases, E1, E2, E3. These protect against all 3. So go to the link and your discount, to get your discount and make sure you can get back home. Okay, so that link will be in the description box below. I also have a discount code for my website that you have listed in the description box for people to use. Everyone can enter. Oh, you did that. That's beautiful. Everyone can enter ABG Family in the box on the checkout screen to get 10% off of everything. Just click Vintage Living Homestead. Oh, honey, thank you. We have Mylar bags with oxygen absorber. I need more Mylar bags with oxygen absorber packs, actually. I do. I only have 2 left. Canning lids. Oh, no kidding. Heat sealers to seal up any bag and many other things. I've seen a lot of people only look at the main page, but not look at what all we sell. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. And yeah, I will definitely be getting some Mylar bags with oxygen absorber packs because I'm out. I only have 2 back. Two left. 2 back. Anyway. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. Keep prepping. Keep smiling and laughing. And as always, fearless. Ciao.